Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, hi, Uma. Sorry,
Yeah,
actually, I didn't check mail and message.
no
Forget and I
problem.
slept like
I had
anything.
trouble you. I had trouble you. No problem. Thank you. Thank
Okay.
you.
Yeah. I mean, what happened, right? Last night, my kid did not sleep well and she played with me. That's why I didn't check that. I
Yeah.
kept my mobile in silent mode and they slept.
Okay. Okay. No problem.
Okay, 2 minutes. Let me open that lips.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah. Yesterday we discussed about some of the areas like what are the disadvantages of our race and what are the
Yeah. App
advantages of collection
collection
and all
index.
these
Yeah.
things we discussed. Okay,
Yeah.
and we we went some of the there is a diagram that
Mm.
is called as the hierarchy diagram or collection framework diagram. Okay,
Yes. Yeah. Mm.
and what about the diagram which I shared to you yesterday that you
Yeah.
can Google it anywhere and you can get it. Okay, the
Yeah.
same
I
thing with
can know. Yeah.
okay,
Mm.
it's a simple
Yeah.
thing. And
Mm.
moreover, after completion of that, okay, what we need to discuss, we started working on a list. Okay,
Yes. Yes.
under list, we saw that 4 classes are there. Okay, under 4 classes, we have started a list.
Every- Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Mm.
and yeah, under our list is right. Only our list is fine, and the remaining is not at all required for us. Okay, if we
Mm.
go anywhere, we can use only for our list.
Okay.
And this is array list is a dynamic array where we can insert or where we can delete any
Yeah.
element at the runtime. During the
Mm.
runtime, or we can able to delete. That is the benefit.
Mm.
And to add the element, we have a method called add to remove the element to remove is there. But till now we saw the only addition.
Adding. Yeah.
Okay, this is
Mm.
what we learned from yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay, and today what we'll see how we can remove the list or how we can remove the elements from the list.
Mm-hmm.
And yesterday
Remove.
there is one more method which we need to understand. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
add. Inside add there is one more method called al dot al dot add. Okay, al dot add. We can add at the two. Let it be. Okay, it's loading. We can
Mm-hmm.
add. Okay, in a particular index level, if you see that in the argument
Yes.
1
Mm.
0, and this is the what we discussed yesterday and we completed. And if you go
Yeah.
for the second thing, okay, it is
Mm-hmm.
saying that if you want to push or if you want to fill or if you want to insert any element in a desired location or a
Mm-hmm.
desired index, then we can go for the second option.
Okay.
Get my point,
Second.
right?
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Now,
Mm.
let's say for example, I'm going to do that fifth index. Here, I'm going to insert like Subbu. Getting my point?
Yes.
Now, it's in the double quotes, we can do that. Now, Yesterday what we discussed, right? I mean, we can have anything like we can store any kind of data. Okay.
Yeah.
Any kind of data. Now for purposely I'm putting as the 5. Okay, inside a 15 index I'm putting as the my name. Okay, I mean 15 index in a sense, if you go for, when it will start from 0, hence I'm putting as the 5 instance. 6th place it will go. Getting my point?
Yes, yes.
Now see that. Now within the 6th place, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. Okay, means if you go for 0 or else 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we are able to insert the value as the symbol. Getting my point?
Yeah. Yes.
Now, whatever the values we inserted yesterday, that is for normal. But whatever the value we are going to be insert now, that is for the it's kind of based on the location or based on the index. Okay, we are trying to insert.
Yeah.
That is how. 1 second, please.
Manjari?
Now see, let me remove that. Okay, now if I put as the remove, sorry, add the dot, al dot remove, al dot remove. If you want to insert or delete, see, the basic what we can do is with index we can remove, or without index also we can remove. If you go for the index, we have to pass the index value where we need to complete, where we need to delete. If you want to pass the object value, what it will go, on, it will check the object, then it will remove. Now see, if I want to remove the third index, okay, and let me try. Now system.out.println, I'm putting system.out.println, okay, before deleting. Okay, are you getting my point? Before
Yeah.
removing the elements. Okay, before removing the elements, how it is showing, like here.
Okay.
After okay, now what I'm going to do now, I removed index 3. Okay, after removing, I need to print it the same. After removing, here I made a mistake here. Let me correct that. After removing the object, or after removing the values. Okay, our value. Now, if I want to print the same thing, we'll see what will happen.
Yes. It written as
Okay.
al plus al.
Yeah. Removing 1 second. Now al. Okay, let me run it, and we can observe the difference.
Yeah.
Here
20 to
1, 2, 3, 4, fifth value is Subbu after removing. But before removing, 1, 2,
20 is deleted. Yeah.
4, 5, sixth value is Subbu. Now,
Mm.
what does happen? Here 20, 30, 40. Here 20, 30, 40 like that. Here 20 got removed.
Mm.
Getting my point?
Yes.
This is how we need to learn. Okay, we can do that.
Yeah.
Getting my point?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, now whatever the things we learned so far, only addition and add or remove.
Mm.
Okay, and one by one we are not iterating everything. We are iterating that too by using, how can I say, like just we are displaying the values through system.out.println. But I don't want to print as the array. I want to read the values one by one. Getting my point?
Okay. Yeah.
For that we can use for loop. Okay, for loop here, for loop for int I equal to 0, I is less than. Here it's not the length, here it will come as the length size. Okay, size is a method, it will return the maximum values in the collection. I plus plus, then system.out.println of what I can put here, al dot get of index of I value. If you're not getting anything from this one, let me know. See how we are trying to get each and every value in a sense. Array list dot get.
Yes. Yes.
I. For I in a sense, what we are doing here, we are passing the index. Over the index we are iterating, it will be give the value.
Yes. Yes.
Now let me run it. Now see how the values are coming, means here one by one I'm able to read through for loop. Hope this is clear.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I'm putting as a system.out.println. Okay, reading the values by using for loop. Okay, reading the value by using for loop. Just for a understanding of putting it. Okay. Now, how many ways are there to read a content from a collection, or how we can achieve that? There are 3 ways are there. Okay, if you want to read one by one, or if you go for total 4 ways are there to display the content of the array or array list here. Okay, the first one is this one. Just we are displaying through system.out.println. Plain thing. Here it will come as the, if you go here, if you see here, it will come as the like a set of values. If you are giving like this, system.out.println. Or if you want to print one by one, then we'll go for the other 3 options is there. The first one is a for loop, and the second one is also there, that is called enhanced for loop. That is called for each.
For each, yeah.
Getting my point?
Yes, yes.
Enhanced for loop. Okay. Printing values using enhanced for loop. Here enhanced for loop is that, right? Now let me do that. Here if we go for there is one option is called for each.
Yes, for each.
Okay. Here for each, in a sense, here see we have to put object. If it is all these things are belongs to string, then we can put string. If all these things are belongs to integer, here we can put int. But the problem is here, if you are observe, one time string is there, another all times are another variable type. means in integer type. Hence, we are not putting the any integer here. Directly, I'm putting as the object.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now,
Mm.
what I will do, system dot out dot println of al dot, okay, al dot. If I put all the collection, it will come. Now, or else, is there any another way? One more thing, if I forget to ask you, and I have it for loop, you know, right? Or else you don't know anything.
No, no, you told like we'll discuss later on. I don't know about for each loop, how to use. When you're
Okay.
discussing loops, you told me like we'll discuss later on when we are using in Selenium or like.
Yeah. Here,
Mm.
the situation came, right? So hence we'll complete within one thing, then we'll go ahead now. Sure.
Okay, no problem. Yeah.
You get my point, right?
Yes,
And
yes.
whenever we go for the for each and all, there are many ways to implement. But
Mm-hmm.
only thing is what we need to understand, we have to go for like a normal for each or something else. Okay. If we go for normal for each, I mean without before object, just I'll print as the object. Let me print out. Now this is a plain for each without using Java 8 version. Okay, this is
Okay.
the for each is introduced in, I told you for each is introduced in Java 1.5 version.
Yes.
Remember that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now see here why we are going for the object, in the sense we are having the different values, different kinds of data type while inserting, hence here I'm going for the object. Then colon, okay, colon, what is the array list here? AL. Just I'm printing the array list value. Now let me run it. If I'm not getting
Okay.
this, we'll see later, no issue. But the same way it is working. Internally, it will map it as the again one for
Then what's
loop.
the difference?
From there, we are able to read the values. Nothing much.
Mhm.
Getting my point?
Then what's the
Hello.
difference between regular for loop and for
No, no.
each loop?
What I'm trying to say here, you don't want to mention any size. You don't want to increase
Okay,
anything.
okay. Okay, okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
The
just we have to
only
give the object.
it's
Okay.
listed like that. See here, we are following
Okay.
that by using index.
Yes,
Here,
yes.
whatever values we have in the colon, just we are completely moving to object. From
Mm,
object, we
mm.
are trying to read it. That is
Okay,
the
okay.
only thing.
Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. Now
Getting
I'm
my point?
clear. Yes, yes. Yeah.
Now,
Mm.
what will do that? Okay, now this is another way of displaying the values or reading the content from the for loop.
Mm.
By use and from the this thing array list. Now we'll
So,
go for another method. Now
mm-hmm.
see how many ways are there. First one is just
For
we
loop.
are going
Mm.
for loop. No.
For
First
loop.
one
Mm.
is just we are going to the normal system dot println. That is called as the, it will come by set by set. We are
Okay.
not able to read the value one by one. To read the
Okay.
one by one values, we
Yeah.
have three options.
Mm. Yeah, yeah.
First one is for loop. Second one is enhanced for loop or for each. Both are same.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm.
enhanced for
Mm.
loop. And the third one is like a iterator. Okay, iterator.
Okay.
How we need to use? How we are going to be use it? Let me write it. Okay, by using iterator.
Okay.
These are the many ways to print a
Mm.
values. System
Mm.
dot out dot println of
Mm.
printing values by using another way called iterator. Getting my point?
Mm.
Now
Yeah, yeah.
iterator. Now here how to use iterator?
Mm-hmm.
Iterator id equal to iterator. Here the E I told you, E will discuss later. Okay. While
Mm-hmm.
creating every item, it will come as the ITR equal to iterator itr id something equal to now array list dot iterator. This is the syntax where we need to use it. We should not forget this. Okay.
Okay.
Then while loop, while while we close it and itr dot has next, itr dot has next. Then we'll display system dot out dot println it dot next. Okay, system dot out dot println of it dot next. Sorry, itr dot next. Here itr, right?
Yeah,
itr dot next. Okay. Then it will give. I'll explain this one how we are doing. Okay, let me run it. I'll show that, then we'll explain. Now we are able to see, right, the same values.
Yes, yes.
Now the iterator is one of the, how can I say, one of the cursor. I say it's an interface. I'll let you know. What do you mean by cursor? Cursor in the sense it is helping to read the values one by one from the collection. Let's say for example you have mango pickle jar. In that mango pickle jar you don't want to put in your hand to pick the pickle, but instead of that you will use saucer or something else, a spoon or big spoon or something else. You will based on that you can get it whatever you want. But while eating, I mean while taking that, you don't want to put your hand. If you put your hand, what will happen? It will be spoiled like that. So instead of that, what we are doing, just we'll use some spoon or something else. We'll read it one by one or something else, how much you want. Getting my point?
Yes.
The same way here, we are going to be used as the iterator. Iterator will help us to get the data one by one or to read the data from the collection. Getting my point?
Yes.
And there are three types of iterators are there. We'll see. Those are called as the cursors. There are three cursors are there. One is iterator, list iterator, and enumerator. Okay, all these things are belongs to collections. Okay, to read any collection by using iterator or any cursor, there are three options or three types of cursors. First cursor is iterator, second cursor is a list iterator, and third cursor is called as the enumerator. All three are the interfaces. Hope this is clear.
Yes, yes.
Now we covered, see, if you go and hover it, it will see that, one second, we are able to see this is a interface. We'll see that because now if you are observe here, it's an interface. We'll see that. Okay, there is something is E is there, right? The E is nothing but generics. We'll cover later. Okay, after this. The second point is what we need to understand here. What do you mean by first cursor? When to use a normal cursor? When iterator, list iterator, or enumerator? See, list iterator we can use for only list items. Means array list, okay, linked list. The second one is vector, and fourth one is stack. List, linked list, stack, and vector. But if you go for list iterator, only these classes are able to use the list iterator. Getting my point?
Yes, yes.
And if you want to if you want to read the global values, not only array list, not only list, set values we can read, map values we can read, queue values we can read, anything we can read by using iterator.
Okay.
Hence, iterator we are calling as the global cursor or universal cursor.
Okay.
See my point?
Yeah.
Means iterator we can have, we can call it as the global
Global.
cursor or universal cursor.
Okay.
Okay. By
Yeah.
using this universal cursor, we can read the values by using any type of collection, not only a set, not only a list, not only a map, not only a queue, everything we can use. Under all
Mm.
the interfaces, we have multiple classes, right?
Yes.
Many from the collection. Any type of collection, we are able to by using list. Sorry, by using iterator. If you go for list iterator, it is applicable only for list items. Hence, I'm not discussing that. Only we are going with the global iterator or universal iterator.
Mm.
Say global cursor. Okay. Hope this is
Yeah.
clear.
Yes. Yes.
Now, the second point, what we need to understand here, enumerator. Then list iterator is okay. Then iterator is okay. What about the list? What about the enumerator? The enumerator is nothing but it's one kind of cursor, but what are the classes which we are coming from the Java 1.0? Those if you want to read the data from those classes, we can go for the enumerator. Means a vector is we discussed at the Java 1.0 version. It's a legacy. Getting my point?
Mm-hmm.
To read the data by using legacy class means that vector, okay, we can go for the enumerator. Iterator and list iterator, it doesn't support only enumerator, because this is the old class or legacy class. That is why for the legacy, all legacy classes or all old classes, we have to go for the enumerator. Java 1.0 option enumerator. The Java enumerator also we are calling as the legacy interface. Getting my point?
Yeah. But little
Okay,
confusing.
but
Yeah.
we don't want to use. Yeah, agree
Mm.
with you. But we don't want to use anything. Just we'll go
Mm-hmm.
for the iterator. This is the
Okay.
global cursor or universal cursor to read all the values from
To read
any
all.
collection. As a
Yeah.
tester, we want to know this. That is fine for us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
After
Okay.
some time, if you go and check with Google and some key, because we are not covering that, that's not good. That's why I'm telling.
Mm-hmm.
But only
Okay.
thing
Okay.
is that is not for the
Mm.
testers. It's a developer point of view. But you can use always iterator. This can be read the values from everyone, every collection
Mm.
without any
Mm.
issue.
Yeah.
Getting my point?
Yes.
Now, what any questions from here, or else we'll continue with the next set.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm.
Now, whatever the values we are writing here, just we are taking as the complete mix together. Now I can go for the anything like not there is no restriction as of now. Al dot add of I can put as the true or false, or I can put al dot add of null. We'll discuss about null later. Okay.
Mm.
Now if you observe here, everything is coming. Getting my point?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now we'll go for the another topic called as the list. Sorry, list
Mm.
we already covered here.
Yeah.
The next thing is sometimes people will write the list like this. Let me show you. Okay, list. Okay, here if you see this, right, list, two lists are available: AWT list and
Little
util
list.
dot
Yeah.
list. Always
Yeah.
we have to go for util dot list. I already told you.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
then some e will come. We'll see that al1, just I'm putting equal to new array list. You can New array list, like this we can put. Instead of the first line, some people will go for the second line. Getting my point?
Yes, yes.
Means array list, some people will use like this, and some people will do this. This is the parent. See, I told you, right? By using parent class, parent class, we are creating the child class object, like that we discussed.
Yes,
The
yes.
same situation will come here. Okay, if you see that by using the parent, we are creating a child class object. Getting my point? Hence,
Yes.
we are able to get the values, and hence we are able to use the methods from both the things. This is also fine. Sometimes they'll use like that.
Okay.
Okay, but there is no issue with this.
Okay.
Hope this is clear.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
both are the same time. No issues. Just I'm commenting this.
So we can say array
Now
and list
under
both
list,
one and the same.
what is that?
So we can say array list and list is one and the same.
No, what I'm trying to say, under list we have array list.
Yes, under list we have array list, but the syntax, if we write the method in this way or in that way,
When
it will
we wrote
execute.
it right, both are same. Both
Yeah.
are same. There is no difference.
Yeah, both are.
Get it?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, why I'm writing this one in the sense, the first line whenever you are going to be write, okay, at the first time, like driver equal to no new web driver come.
Yeah.
Driver equal to new Chrome driver will come.
Yes.
Okay, where web driver is the like interface, and Chrome driver or Firefox driver, what are the driver we are going to be used, that is just the class. There we are
Yes.
making the connection between by using, we are creating an object by using, how can I say, interface to class. The
Okay.
same
Okay.
thing here. Under
Okay.
list is the super class, a super interface. Under that we have a list.
Class. Yeah.
Hence we can go with this one, or else we can go with this one. But if we go for Selenium, always the second line is the best one. It is the good to use.
Okay. Okay.
Get my point?
Yeah.
That's why only I put that one.
Okay.
Okay. Now, as a tester, we don't want to go for any other things. Like, how can I say? We don't want to touch anything related to like linked list, stack, vector, or we don't want to discuss. As of now, this is fine for us. Okay. Now, list we covered. You're getting my point?
Yes. Yes.
Now, what is the super class or super collection? Top is collection. Below that, list set key is there. Map is separated.
Yes.
Below
Yes.
that, list is there. Under list is an interface. Under list, we have 4 classes. One is array list, linked list. Okay, the third one is vector, and fourth one is stack. Okay, inside that third one is vector, right? The vector is came from the legacy, means first generation Java 1.0. Hence, we are calling as the legacy.
Legacy, yeah, legacy class, yeah.
Now, what are the characteristics, or what are the advantages of if you go for the like a list? First point, all the list classes will be whatever the value you are going to be insert, the same order it will print. That is called as the insertion order is preserved. Okay. The second point, all values are dynamic arrays. Okay. The third point is it will allow duplicates. Means array list or linked list or vector or stack, it will allow duplicates.
Duplicates are allowed. Yeah.
Okay, how many times you are entering the same thing, it will allow. There is no issue. Then null insertion also possible. We can insert the null, but many times we can insert. There is no issue will come.
Okay.
Like that, these are the minimum things what we need to understand. Then when we go to array list, okay, when we go to array list, this is the syntax to create an array list. I get my point. And here we are able to insert the values in a particular index or the normal add or to object, and we are able to remove the same thing. Whether we can go for the index or either we can go for the value, we can pass it. Getting my point?
Yes,
Now, the second point is what we need to understand. How many ways are there to read the values from any collection? Not only a single array list, any collection. For loop is there, for each is there, okay, and iterator is there, system.println is there. But one thing we need to understand, the for loop and for each loops will be applicable only for list items. Only for list items. Why? In a sense, the list items, see, whenever we go for the for loop, there should be some indexed, then only we are able to read it.
Okay.
But if you go to the some other things, it won't be like index based. I'll tell you. Okay. As of now, so hence we are going forward only iterator we are going to use.
Yeah.
Now we'll go for the second concept called set.
Set. Okay.
Okay. Set. Yeah. Set is an interface. Under set we have 3 classes.
Yes.
Okay, hash set, linked hash set, and tree set. What is that? Hash set, linked hash set. Yesterday I showed you, right?
Yeah, sorted set.
Yeah, hash set. Yeah, hash set, linked hash set, and sorted set.
Sorted set.
See, sorted set is a map. Sorry, is an interface. Under that we have a tree set.
Yes.
Get my point. See.
Yes.
Under set directly 3 things are available. One is set. First of all, set is an interface. Under this 3 things. One is hash set, okay, linked hash set, and sorted set. Sorted set is a, how can I say, it's an interface. Under that, tree set is there.
Linked set, sorted set.
Sorted set. Under that sorted set, we have one more class called as the like a tree set. If you want to show the diagram, I'll show it.
No, I have already written in my book yesterday while reading. Yeah, I'm having.
Okay, if you need it, I'll show it. Okay, first one, hash set.
I'm already having.
Okay, linked hash set, sorted set.
Yes.
Okay, these are the classes. This sorted set will come under like again directly. See, directly we are sorted set is a collection. Sorry, it's an interface. Under that we have one more class is called as a tree set.
Yes.
But people will say always one wrong thing is they will give the connection between direct way and under set tree set also is there. That is wrong. Under set we have one more thing is there called sorted set. That is the collection. That is under that it's a collect inside the sorted set. If you go for, we'll see the tree set. The sorted set is an interface that we need to remember. But people will say like all these things are together. That's wrong.
Yeah.
Getting my point?
Yes.
Now what we'll go for? How we have to write the set? How we have to deal with the set? Now I'll go on to do that. One example I'll write. Here also hash set only we are going to be learn, and tree set we'll see that because tree set and hash set and linked hash set both are same. Linked hash set no one will be used. Okay, hash set will go ahead and we'll see that another thing called as the linked tree set. That tree set there is some difference. We'll see that.
Okay.
Now let me explain that hash set example. Hash set example. Now I require a main method. This is how it will create. Okay, hash set. See, always we have to go for java.util. Now let me remove that e. Hash set equal to new hash set. Okay, like that. Now remove this thing. Now or else how can I go for set? Okay,
ST is equal
okay.
to new set.
Set set one I'm putting, okay, or
Okay.
set one I'm putting. For example, equal to new has a set. See,
Mm.
new has set.
Mm.
This is also fine. Both are same
Mm.
because what we are doing here by using the parent interface, we are going to be create the child class object. Nothing much. Getting my point?
Yes, yes.
Okay, anything is fine. If some people might have used this one and the same second type also we are going to be using selenium. Okay, that we
Mm.
need to observe.
Mm.
Now, what I'm going to do now, set. Before going to be set, we need to understand some theoretical part.
Okay.
Okay, what
Mm.
is that theoretical part in a sense? First point, what we need to go ahead. First point,
Mm-hmm.
whenever we are going for the like set, there is one thing, insertion order is not preserved. Means whatever the values we are giving, the
Mm-hmm.
same order won't come always. Some
Okay.
zigzag order only will get the output. First point we need to check it. Getting my point?
Okay. Okay. Yeah, yeah.
See, if you are giving 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 like that, but not sure whether you will get the same order and another order. But definitely the same order you won't get. Some other it will get. That the order we may not know that.
Okay.
Getting my point?
Yeah.
And the second point is right. All are dynamic arrays. That is different. Second point what we need to discuss here. Insertion order is not preserved.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Insertion order is not preserved.
Mm.
The fourth one, what we need to understand here, duplicates are not allowed. That is the very, very, very important question. Okay,
Okay.
duplicates are not allowed. What do you mean
Okay.
by duplicate? And if you are giving continuously 10 times or 100 times the same value, set of
Yeah.
values, value
Okay. Not allowed.
repeatedly, won't take.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm.
Though, suppose if you are trying to insert, what will happen? There is no error will come.
Okay.
Getting my point? No error
Mm-hmm.
will come, but it won't go on, it won't insert. Just it
Mm.
will skip that. Just it will truncate it. Whenever
Mm.
we are trying to insert a value, what will happen? If you go and check that, it, whenever you are trying to insert a value, if you are suppose 10 value you are trying to push it. Okay, if you want to add a
Mm.
10 value, it will check whether the 10 value is already exist or not.
Mm.
Getting my point? If the
Yes,
10
yes.
value is already exists, then what will happen? It will truncate, but no error will come in the front end.
Okay, it will truncate automatically. Okay.
It will
Mm-hmm.
truncate automatically. And now
Okay. Okay.
set
Mm.
dot add I'm putting. Now if you
Mm.
observe here, only for add, here only two things are there. Here no index value come. Getting my point?
Yes, yes. Okay. Yeah,
Now
yeah.
earlier if you see that four values are coming for the
Yes.
add for the array. Okay, then add object and int something, int index or something you are able to understand. But as of
Mm.
now we see only two values are there.
Mm.
Only first value we are going to be used because
Mm.
it's not depending on the index. That we need to understand.
Okay.
Hence for loop and enhanced for loop is not applicable for set. Getting my point?
Yes, yes.
Now let me insert the value set dot add of set dot add of 30 something I'm putting. Okay, now set dot add of 20. Here if you observe here, I'm putting 3 to 4 times or 10 times, no issues. It
Yeah.
won't allow, but it
Okay.
won't display any error message. Getting my point?
Yeah.
Now system dot out dot println. Let me print the values. Okay, let me print the values here. If we go ahead and see that, just a sec. Now 20, 10, 30. See how many times we are using. Sorry, how
Set
many times
one.
we are using that 20, 20, 20. It's truncating, but there is no error will come. Getting my point?
Yes.
Now this
Yeah.
is the benefit. And see when to use set and when to use list.
Okay.
So there is some differences. Now we are able to understand. I don't want to repeat the same thing again. Hope this is clear.
Yeah.
Whenever you need a collection with the duplicates with indexed value, insertion order is preserved, then we'll go for the list.
List. Yes.
Then the second set is that whenever you don't want to allow any list, if you don't want to allow any duplicate, where an insertion order is not preserved, then we'll go for the set.
Set.
Here, null insertion also possible, but single time is possible. Set dot add null. We can insert.
Okay.
But what we need to understand, if you put too many times null, it won't allow.
Okay.
Getting my point?
Yeah.
Too many times if you point null, it won't allow. Okay, that is one thing. And if you observe here, null I kept it is the last element, but it is showing as the first element. 20 I put as the first one, but it is showing as the second one. Means whatever the order which I am going to put, that is not how it will take it. It is taking another format and saying that. That is what we are not able to expect what is the value we are going to be printed. Getting my point?
Yes.
So in this case, this is the benefit. Now duplicates are not allowed. Next one, whenever the index base is there, then only we'll go for the for loop or for each. Let me try whether for each will work or not. What is that? For each will work or not. Object, okay, here system dot out dot println offset. Whether it will work or not. If it is working, fine. Now check that what's happened here. Sorry.
Set one.
No. I did a mistake. Okay. You're getting my point, right? Now we are able to display the value.
On top as well, when we are adding, we have to write set one dot add, set one dot add, right?
I'm not getting. What is that?
Yeah.
No. Set one we are not using. Only set we are using.
When you're inputting the values. Okay, top one. Okay, you have given a comment over there. Sorry. I have written in.
I commented
here.
here.
Sorry. Yeah.
Okay, not sure. Only set is there. Now, if you go and check here, if you go and check here, for loop is not working, but for each is working. How? For each will check, just say it will copy from set value, whatever the value in the right side, it will copy the values into here. One by one, then it will display. Means it won't check whether it is index based or not. One by one until unless it is empty, it will check. It will copy. Then the same thing it will display. That's why for each also we can use to read the column. Getting my point?
Yes.
If you go for loop, always for loop, how it will work? Index based only it will work. But if you go for here, the set, if you go for any for each, what will happen? Whatever the value we have the here after the colon, means that is the base. Okay, and it will copy from the base location to destination location called the left side value. Here we are using object. Then from that continuously it will display.
Yes.
Here there is no index. It won't check for the index. How many values are there? One by one it will read, then it will skip it. But it won't go for the index 101 like that. Just any value is coming, yeah, coming, it will display. If not coming, it will say it will stop it. Nothing. Getting my point?
Yes, yes.
That is how it will work out. Okay. And the second point, by using for each, yeah, printing, sorry, system.out.println, printing values by using for each. Now, system.out.println. Okay, system.out.println, printing values by using iterator. Sorry, here it won't come, right? Iterator. Okay. Now it's very simple again. Iterator, not iterable, iterator. Okay. ITR equal to, okay, what is the value? Set dot iterable or iterator. Okay. Now the second. Now ITR. Now what we need to do? While loop. Here itr dot has next, then system dot out dot println of itr dot next. Getting my point?
Yes.
Now we are able to print the values. This is how we need to do that. Now, how many ways are there to do that? First one is just we are printing. The second one is by using for each, and third one is we are going to be used as the iterator. Okay. Better to say all these things in the
3 ways.
interview, or else you can learn it. But here we are not supposed to use the for loop, normal for loop. The reason is normal for loop will always go for the index. Here there is no point of index, hence we are not able to use it. Getting my point? Now this is the another way of using. And if I go ahead and check that, okay, if you check the value, is there any difference from yesterday and today? If you observe here, from yesterday and today, only thing is you need to understand what is the difference between array and array list, or this thing. Then if we go to the list or set or something, what is the difference between list item classes and what is the difference between like a set item classes? Here all the list items are based on the index only, it will work.
Yes.
But set not like that. Getting my point?
Yes, yes.
And all the list items, if you go ahead and check that, whether we are able to insert or whether able to remove by using index.
Yes.
Or normal object also it is possible. But if you go to the same thing to set, it only for adding and removing, only we are going to be used up on the object, not for the index. That we need to understand. Okay. Whenever they'll ask, now there is a situation. There is a situation when to use like a list, when to use set. I want to understand here when to use set, when to use the list. Whenever you want to store a values, multiple values are okay by using index based or duplicates are allowed, then we'll go for the list.
Yeah.
Okay. Whenever the same you want to store a list of values, all the values or many values or multiple values, but duplicates are not allowed, and you don't want to like whether how it will be stored. You don't bother about about the storing, how it will be stored. Then we'll go for the always the same thing called as the set. That is the two major differences, nothing much. But both the times null value insertion is possible, but inside the list many times we can insert. Okay, but if we go to the set, only single time we are able to insert the null value. Means duplicate won't allow. And the next question, entry question. If the duplicates are not allowed by using set, what will happen if you insert the multiple times, or if you add multiple times? Does it throw any error message or any compilation error or any program message like that, or else
No,
what will happen?
truncate the values.
No.
Yeah.
See, it doesn't report any compilation or runtime error. It doesn't support, it doesn't give anything. Okay. Then after that, we are whenever we are moving towards the another thing. Okay, the set or list, what we need to understand here, only the duplicates are not allowed. Okay, the set duplicates are not allowed in the sense it will truncate the value. It will truncate the value. Means whenever you are trying to insert many values, what it will happen, the multiple values with the duplicate, it will go on, it will check internally whether it is required or not. Okay, if it is required, means if the value is already not inserted, then only it will go on, it will insert. The value is not inserted, means if the already value is there, means it won't go insert. Means it will, there is a concept called truncate. Automatically the truncation will be happened by using set. That is how the set is designed.
Yes.
Hope this is clear.
Yeah, I'm clear. Yeah.
Okay. Now, whenever we completed these two things, these many questions are come. And while printing, how many types of ways are there? Are they for loop by using for loop, for each, normal printout, iterator, or list iterator also we can use for the list items. If you go for set items, only iterator will be available, because list iterator won't be applicable for the set items. List iterator only for the list items. But as the global cursor, we are going to use as the single cursor iterator for all the values, for all the connections. Okay, this is the clarity. Now, tomorrow what we'll do, we'll go for the 3 set. Okay, after that we'll move to map and we'll close the sessions, 1 or 2 sessions in there. And there is one more topic is there, like a strings. If you are good with that, I'll skip it, or else I'll continue that. We'll see that. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Strings. Yeah.
And tomorrow, tell me what is the class time, because you yes, I mean today why I didn't check the mobile is right. When there may be a chance you might go to office, that's why I didn't check and sleep it. Or else I will put alarm at least 6:30 and I'll wake up.
Yeah, sure. Sorry for that. Actually, today I'll confirm Harsha early, like before your night. Okay.
Yeah.
Today till in the morning, I didn't get any information from HR. At around 10 o'clock, he replied. I mean, I called him and he told me like don't come for today as well. I'll inform you by today evening. He told me. Okay. Yeah, they're cleaning the complete building, like 16 levels. They're cleaning the building. They also don't know how much time it will take to clean the everything. They need to wipe, even lift and everything. They're wiping the.
Yes. That I agree. I mean, sanitization is required for everything. Yes.
Yeah. That's why they're saying like they also don't know how many days it will take to wipe all the things. So yeah, sorry actually. Yeah.
Okay, it's no, and that's a common issue. I mean, not our problem. We'll see that not. Okay.
Yeah, but today I'll try to inform Harsha by today night by your time. Okay.
Okay. That sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you.